Yo, spring has finally sprung. Let's get to the market and have some fun. Let's see what the day brings. Let's get in the van and let's go. That sun is wild today. We're gonna have like I think it's gonna be about 16 degrees today, something like that, nice and sunny. And what I thought I'd do is this morning, in the first part of this video, I'm gonna take you through some of the things that like accessories and must-haves that like a lot of people might not think about in the street food world or in the food truck or pizza truck world or anything like that. Stuff that kind of just makes my job a lot easier basically, and makes everything inside this truck more manageable. And sort of just the little things, the little things. I'll try and think of a few things as we go along, and I want to show you those, so you know, help you out if you're thinking about doing this. Just little fine details. So you know, we'll basically do a bit of a day in the life as well. We'll see how things go. So yeah, let's get going. Actually, before we leave, one of the things is actually this. You've seen this before. This is the Wolfbox dash cam. If you want to watch a video all about it, then check sort of the link in the description at the end of this video. There'll be on the end screen at the end of this video, there'll be a link to the video all about why I use it and the reasons. I've got another one and I fit that one to my camper van, but the video looks like this. But it's a really cool thing, and that is like one of the most, actually since I had it, it's one of the most important things that, like, one of the things I would not be without inside this truck, for helping me maneuver, helping me move around the market safely, just being able to see what's behind me and everything like that. So yeah, that's a Wolfbox dash cam, absolutely amazing. That's the first thing. So let's get going. And we have arrived at the market. Right, next one, I've thought about it on the way here, and just as I was parking up, these are like non-negotiable. If you have a food truck or any kind of van or anything like that, you have to have these. So let me show you. Leveling chocks. See, I've got ones at the front and the back. If you look, basically everywhere you go, nowhere's going to be level. And if you have a look at that, look how the van is kicking up. Like, it really slopes down here. If you have a look at this, sorry, it really slopes down. You can see it slopes down there. So to get the van as level as possible, I need some leveling chocks. And in the winter months, I've got like a rubber doormat down here. If you have a look at that, and I put that down and I wheel up to it, so you know I can level the van pretty much. I mean, I've parked on some driveways before and all sorts, and not everywhere you go is always going to be level. So leveling chocks are a must. You can get these at like camping shops, caravan places, stuff like that. Buy them online. These are the 2-lay ones or the Thule or whatever like that. I've got the exactly same ones for my camper van. They work really well. And another thing, while we're on the leveling note, just to be safe and secure, I've got like these little things. These are like little rollback chocks. They've got little grips on the bottom, and they just live under the tyre there, and they basically, just in case handbrake fails or anything like that, it's going to stop me rolling back basically. And I've got them front and back. I always put them down front and back just in case. Right, I'm going to jump into the back. I just need to pop to the shops real quick. I need to go and grab a couple of little things for my day. I'm gonna put my sign up in the air quickly, and then I'll come back and I'll show you a few things in the back whilst I set up. So I'm gonna pop to the shops, but first we raise our sign, press the button, and look, the sign comes up. Might be some rain in it. I don't know if there might be, might not. It might be dry. Does need a clean. Yeah, sign raises up, and then I can press the button and I can stop it. There is a bit of rain in it. There we go. I can stop it there. It's pretty cool. It's on an electronic actuator. Pretty sweet bit of kit. So yeah, there's the van, looking absolutely cherry. Right, and check this out. Look at that blue sky. Man, it's going to be a good day today. Right, let's go to shop. You know what, I'm just going to show you the market. So have a look down there. My van is in front of that wonky ass building, and let's just show you as we walk up. That's Joe. Morning, Joe. Hello, you alright? So this is the market on a sunny day. Everyone's just setting up. It's only about 20 past 8 in the morning. The picture frame stall here. Guys selling flowers. These guys setting up. There must be a clothes store. There's another flower stall over there. Got blinds, Auburn blinds. The golf man. Get everything you need for your golf game. We've got brown bread here. They sell loads of bread and cakes and all that. Another clothes stall. This is a proper old school. They used to have old school classic markets. The colours of St Albans are yellow and blue, and a few people have got those gazebos. We've got the fish man. Got herbs, dry goods. Morning!
Oh, morning, sir. How are you?
Yeah, very well. Fruit and veg stall, classic. And then, yeah, it continues up there. Not everyone's here yet, but right, let's go in the shop. Right, we're walking back down. Okay, goods have been secured. Dog food stall here. We've got, and this is the food sort of area. Got falafel and hummus. Sell Adam. Morning.
Morning.
There you go, back again. And then we got a meal in the rolling burritos van. We've got a new guy here today doing some nice looking cannoli. We've got Paul and the Brazilian food. We've got Momo Hut. Morning, Momo, morning. Got beets and bagels here. Say hello, Matt. All right. Setting up. Get yourself a nice. What you got? Cuban. Oh, you got the Cuban pork back on.
Not today.
Oh, okay. He's. All right, fair enough. He's got a brisket, and we got paella kebab rolls. Morning.
Morning.
And then me on the end. No Papa Paella today. He should be there somewhere, but he's not here. But yeah, this is me. Right on the end. I'm like the last one. So right, let's jump in and let's show you a few little bits and bobs. First things first though, I need to turn on my gas. Now in here, I've shown you this before, I've got 2 gas tanks on an auto switchover unit. You see that in there? And these both, one gas tank feeds both ovens at the same time, and then when it starts to empty, I'm just turning them both on right now. When one empties, it automatically seamlessly takes from the other one, and they are secure in there. They're in a vented cabinet and it's lockable, so no one can tamper with my gas. That's one important thing that you need to have when you're a street food trader. Your gas bottles need to be upright, they need to be secure, they need to be vented. So if you're in a gazebo setup, they need to be like, you know, outdoors, vented, preferably caged or in something that no one can actually tamper. You don't want anyone coming by and turning them off, stuff like that. So, you know, there's loads of advice, but speak to your gas engineer, whoever he may be, mobile, PG if you're in the UK or wherever. This is, I don't know what the rules are like in the other parts of the world, but in the UK you need to basically make sure that you have a vented gas cabinet. So, right, let's go in the van. Right, first things first, let me just chuck this bag in there. Okay, I've got stuff absolutely everywhere. Have a look down here, I've got a couple of bags of flour, I've got a packet of a blue roll that hasn't quite made it onto the floor, which is good. Bags of flour, which I use, get rid of them. Some napkins that have fallen over. Right, this actually brings me on to my next step. Let me turn the lights on. Okay, so in the van, right, I'm going to try and do this quite quick because I need to start setting up. But bungee cords, stuff that can secure your stuff. Right, let me show you, for example. Have a look down here, this is my dough cabinet, and have a look here, I've got a bungee cord just holding, this is magnetised, but I don't want this flying open, so bungee cord goes around the leg of this and just holds that just there. We have another one here holding in my Yeti, goes round here and it just holds everything, stop it from slipping over. Down here, I've got a big bungee cord that goes along here, which kind of stops all the stuff from down here trying to fly out, which it didn't. Down here I've got another bungee cord holding in my front shelf and all my pills. Bungee cords, man, like one of the most kind of, you know, have to have kind of products, man. Absolutely. Like if you're on a market, I remember when I was on the market, I used to use them for pinning my gazebo down. Like when I had the 3-wheeler, when I had the Piaggio Api, I used to bungee cord my gazebo in bad weather to the sort of suspension fork of the front of the van, and I used to like do it around the back and little bits like that. I used to do it around like the hatch. I used to basically use them. That you cannot have enough sort of bungee cords, basically, like must have. And another thing while I'm here talking about it, these things, market clips, man. If you're a gazebo guy, you have to have these as well, clipping on like your sides, clipping bits and bobs. I use these to sort of clip stuff down in the van, like my back. Like I've got little ones like these. See these teeny little ones? Chip, 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 chip. These I use them to put like the back of the van. I sometimes have like a cover that helps with like rain and wind and stuff like that, and I need to clip that to the roof. Just little things like that, clips and bungee cords, absolute must-haves. Right, I'm going to open up the hatch and then I'll show you the next thing. let's get sorted. Right, hatch open, make sure no one's walking past. Last thing you want to do is when someone's walking past your van is to take them out by opening your hatch. That would be brutal. Right, open up my vent and let's turn the ovens on. Bosh. Go straight to high flame. Going to turn them on here. I've charged up the batteries overnight. Let's do this one as well. Flame on, baby. Look at that. Beautiful. Always got to hold it down for a couple of seconds, just make sure it stays alight. Look, here we go. Absolutely epic. Right, let's turn that one on as well. Beautiful. Right, ovens are now on and warming up. I can just let them do their own thing. That gets me on to my next thing. Let me just, actually, you know what? Let me just show you, because I actually already have used those clips and I'm going to be using those bungee cords. So have a look down here in my bin. For example, just, here we go, look, little bungee cord here just to hold my bin bag in place. Not bungee cord, little clip. You know, I'm using them straight away. On my rear door here, so I have my sort of liners that I use. These are my pizza box liners, and what I do is actually these just stay over my rear door here. There's like a little bit here where they can stay, and what I do is I just drop them in there and I use one of these bungee cords just to hold them in place like that. If you have a look at that, so when I want to grab a liner, they're just here and they're just held in place and they're not going to fall apart. You know, these things are so important, like in the street food world, and it's such a simple little thing. Right, next one. Right, this one is relatively new and I absolutely love it, and I'll use it at the start of a session now in the van and at the end as well. Actually has loads of uses, this one, but right, let me show you. It's the Wolfbox MF200. Now, you know I love the Wolfbox dash cam. This thing's an absolute beast. It's basically like a mega, I think it stands for mega flow. I'm guessing it's mega flow 200 because this thing does have some serious flow. It is basically a super fat powered fan, like handheld fan assisted. It has a removable battery, like bosh, like that. It's pretty cool. You can like that and use it. Pretty sweet. You've got like removable, like different sort of heads on it and stuff like that, but this is the best one to use in the van. You can use this to inflate things, you can use it to do all sorts of stuff, but in the van I like to basically give everything a bit of a blowdown. So I will open up, at the end of the day I'll open up the van, I'll show you at the end of the service, and all of the flour, like I'll sweep out, but there's loads of little bits, and this thing just blasts everything out. So right now, let me just show you. So before I sort of give it a clean down, there's a little bit of whatever there. Look, watch this, like that. And I will just give this a little blast around. Yeah, this thing is an absolute beast. Like MF200, absolutely love it. I've used this thing for like outside in the garden. Check this out up here. I can just show you this. I use it, I've got a little Kamado Joe Jr. And this thing absolutely is wicked when you want to get your like charcoal going. You just blast it in underneath the Kamado or your whatever ceramic barbecue, or even any barbecue you've got, anything running coals, you can just like spray this over it and it will feed it oxygen. It gets your fire going like you don't believe. And a bit of a random use for it, I've been finding like loads of little uses for it. I've been using it, like we've got like one of those handheld like vacuum cleaners, a Dyson at home, and every now and again these things, as everything gets compacted, it becomes a little bit more rubbish, and it doesn't last very long basically, and the filters get clogged up and stuff. But I went outside into the garden, wife was like, oh, can you sort this out? And I went out with this thing and I just absolutely blasted the Dyson, like inside out, everything, and the amount of crap that came out of it, and it was basically like a brand new vacuum cleaner after that. So like little things like that, I've been playing with it with the kids. I've been blasting toys around, stuff like that, knocking over little things, because it is so powerful. Like washing the van, I washed the camper van the other week, and you know when you get those little drips of water down your window line, stuff like that, or in between like around your wing mirrors and stuff, this will just get rid of all that water. It's got some serious power. Like if you want to do your hair, crikey, give myself a bit of a quiff. You can you can do so much with this. Yeah, basically, absolutely love it. If you want one of these, you can check out, there'll be a link in the description at the end. It is an affiliate link. A few of the things in this page are, in this post, are going to be sort of, I do have affiliate links for them. Wolfbox kindly gifted me this item, but I've been wanting one for a very long time. And as you know, I'm truthful and honest about stuff, and I'll only tell you about stuff which I think is awesome and I will use myself. So I'll show you at the end. But yeah, the Wolfbox MF200, wicked bit of kit, absolutely love it. It's got 3 speed settings as well, so you know, if you got to hold the trigger down on the full setting, but this one, if you just basically if you just, where is it, that one, there you go, it's on a lower setting and it will just blast away, blasting onto the mic. Pretty cool bit of kit. Anyway, right, let's crack on. Next thing, as it is a lovely spring day today and it's going to be quite hot, I've got something here which some of you may have seen that hasn't come out this year yet, but I'm thinking today's a good idea to have it just in case. Now, right now I'm still in my hoodie, but the hoodie is going to go pretty soon because it is pretty damn warm already in here. I can feel it with the fires behind me, the sun's coming out, stuff like that. So here I have my AC unit. Right, let me put this down and I'll show you it. This thing right here is called an EcoFlow Wave 2 and it is a mobile AC unit. It's battery powered, it's got full battery at the minute, and this thing will keep me cool in here all day. It will just flood me with like cool air if I need it to. So let me just show you it. So you see this unit here, it has, you can clip these like pipes in, and basically what I do in the summer months is I'll have this pipe that will just be like clipped up here. Again, I will use a bungee cord. I've got a spare one somewhere, a small one. We have a small bungee cord, and what I'll do is this bungee cord will just go in this little spot up here. I'll basically get this and I'll just clip it up here like so into that little hole there, and basically what I've got here now is I've got cool like 16°C air just flooding me like all day long, basically on the back of my neck when I need it. This thing's epic. I'm going to hook up the little drainage line and I'll show you how this works. Right, drainage line's hooked up, and if you ever look down here, look, I've used one of those little market clips just to hold it in place down there. Again, another use for them. But if I turn this thing on, there's a little power screen up here. If I turn it on, it's going to start. There we go, look, you see there, power screen. And out of there is coming nice cool air, and it's running off its own battery storage. So when I need it today, if I need it today, this will get turned on. It will last a good couple of hours off its own battery pack at the bottom here, but I actually have it plugged in as well. But this thing will absolutely rinse my batteries if I'm not careful. So what I need to do is I just need to keep an eye on it, so you know I can look at the battery level. The beauty of it is Bluetooth and it is Wi-Fi, so I've actually got the app on my iPad and I can keep an eye on the power level and how much I need it and stuff like that, so I can manage my power. But when it comes to power, that's another thing that, you know, a lot of people don't think about. Now, I never wanted like a really loud, you know, kind of obnoxious what's it called, generator or anything like that in the van. Like, I find them really annoying, and it annoys everyone around you and all the other traders. They're loud, they're stinky, and they're just not ideal. It's getting hot in here already actually, and they're just not ideal to have. Sorry, I'm just gonna see Mike for a second while I take my hoodie off. Ugh. Bye. See ya. And hello. Back in the room. Right, yeah, let me just mic up again. That'll do just there. Just got to chuck this over the ovens into there. Right, yeah, basically it's not ideal to have. I don't need this on at the minute. Let me just turn it off. Do I just hold it down? I think I hold down the off button. Yeah, that's turning off. Yeah, generator's not ideal. So when it comes to power, like having enough power to power your day is great. Now this van has like a whole inverter system, it has leisure batteries, everything like that, but nowadays you don't even have to have that sort of stuff. You can get away, and these are great for people who might have like a trailer, who are trying to build their own trailer, you know, who kind of are also still doing like gazebo gigs at ground level and stuff like that. You can get amazing power packs, and I'm probably going to get one not only to use in here but also to use in my camper van. There's loads out there, like, you know, this EcoFlow, which is what this is an EcoFlow Wave 2. They do some, they're a little bit chunky, but there's a new one that I saw the other day which I'm really interested in, which is called a Bluetti. I think it's called a Bluetti Elite 300. It gives you like 2.4 like kilowatt output basically, and it's got like, I don't know, something like 3,000 kilowatt hours of power. That would actually be pretty much enough to power everything in this van all the time. It can run like a massive amount of 12 volt stuff through it. I'll put a picture of it. It looks like this here. I'm not affiliated with this company or anything like that. I just saw it and I kind of want one because I can use it in my camper van and I can use it in here as well. So, you know, like as a backup, like, and that would power this fan AC unit all day, because managing my sort of power in the summer months can be a bit of a stress, and actually having an extra boost so I don't have to, like, so I don't lose lights or fridges or anything like that or run mine down would be super good. So, you know, a power pack, a power bank, rather than relying on, you know, a generator and stuff like that, it's, as far as I'm concerned, is a must have. Especially like if you're in a gazebo, you could have like a heated hand wash system, you could have like a 12 volt like, or an instant sort of hand wash system and a pump, and that could run off of that, because a lot of EHOs, environmental officers, don't like the little ones that you just fill with hot water. They want you to have like hot water on tap like all the time, stuff like that. So yeah, that, I think the power is a must, and the AC unit, anyone who's in a truck or trailer, this thing, the EcoFlow, they've got like the Wave 3 now, so they've upped it even more. But I used to use one called a Zero Breeze as well. A Zero Breeze was pretty cool. I used to use that, but this one's got like twice the power. This thing actually keeps me alive in the summer in here. I mean, it's already 27 degrees in here, and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. It's 9:05 in the morning. It's already 20 degrees, and I've got both hatches open, so it's going to be warm in here today. It'll probably get up to like 40 odd degrees in here today, so I might end up having this on. If you haven't got a lot of breeze or anything like that, yeah, AC unit. Obviously, it's never going to cool the space. It's just it's here to cool me in the space. It's just to take the edge off and stop me from like going and stuff like that. So yeah, really cool bits of kit. I'll try and think of something else as I'm using it, but like, let's get set up. I need to start getting set up because I've talked to the camera too much this morning, and I need to get going. I am just finishing up getting ready. It is now 9:20 and I'm basically ready to go. That, like, it's not like a must have, or it's not like an essential thing or anything like that, but I'll tell you what, one thing, and a lot of you know that I work with them, but these ovens, like, they absolutely rock it to temperature. They slam it out all day. Like, these are probably, unless you go with the like two of the XL ovens and you got a bigger van, these ain't the oven if you want to go to massive festivals and pummel out like thousands of pizzas in a session in a day, and just, you know, be rocking them out all day long. Like, you might want to get something a bit bigger, you know, a bit more commercial, a bit more like professional, whatever. But I mean, these are commercial now. These ones, the Gen 2 ovens, the Gozney Gen 2s, are commercially rated in the UK and EU for use for commercial indoor use, which is incredible. And they just perform. They light up. They get hot quick. They stay hot. And for, you know, someone doing like what I'm doing, they're absolutely perfect oven. Lightweight. You know, I'm keeping the weight down in the van by having two of these rather than a massive stone oven. I can rock up somewhere, be ready to go within, you know, if I've got everything prepped at home, which essentially I did. Like, just before I left the house this morning, the toppings fridge was loaded. It's been on, it's cool, it's running at like 4 degrees. Like, I'm prepared, I'm fully prepped, so I can rock up somewhere, turn on the ovens, and essentially be ready to go within like 30 minutes of arriving somewhere, really, if I were needed to be. So, you know, I could be baking pizza very, very quickly, which, man, is just ridiculous. It saves you time, it saves you, you know. Someone else, I had it before, someone actually tried to troll me once. They were like, years ago, they were like, oh, I could push out like way more pizza than you, like on your market, like with your setup. I think this was when I had my old rock boxes, actually. Or no, it might have been when I had this, and they were like, oh, you know, my big oven would be able to outperform that one. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And I checked them out, and they had like, their oven was like 1.7 meters wide internally. It was absolutely massive. Now that oven's going to take like 2.5 hours to get fully saturated with heat, running on wood as well. You need a massive amount of energy. And I was like, well, by the time your oven's hot, I've probably sold like 40, 50 pizzas I could have pushed out. And then, you know, if it was a race to sell 100 pizzas, I'd win 100%. I'd almost be done before he's even got ready. So it's, you know, it depends on how you want to run your business and the way you want to do it. But yeah, Gozney ovens, man, there's nothing better. I mean, just have a look in the small sort of street food world and people starting out, and you see the amount of people that are using these ovens, like just all of the Gozney range, to be honest, in outdoor and gazebo setup stuff and like that worldwide. And it's just testament to how good they are, basically, and how suited they are to get the job done. And you know, you see many people, they start with, I've seen it over the years, you know, I'm in my 10th year now doing this. I've seen so many people start with just like a little humble rock box, a little Gozney rock box oven. They spend like 400 quid on an oven, and then they start something for themselves, like I did. And then like some of them now have multiple shops. They have like all sorts, they have multiple setups, multiple shops. Like it's unreal what a little small oven, the doors it can open for you, basically, if you want to really push. And going back to like these ovens and the heat that they push out, because they do push out, you know, I'm in a tin box. I've got fire running at like 400, 500 degrees centigrade. It's going to get warm in here in the southern months, and that's where, like, you know, not only does the AC unit come into its own, but it's all about airflow. Like, and there's like one of the things that I wish, there's only a couple of things I'd change in this fan. I've said it before on video as well, and I can't remember the last time I said it, but one of the things I'd change, not one, is where I put the bloody light switch. Have a look at this, or where they put them. The light switch is here, so every now and again when I open the tray, there you go, I turn the lights off. Like, I wish I'd put that a bit further up here so it was out of the way. But the other thing is this roof vent. Now, I changed this recently because I broke it. I sort of put my peel through it and it whacked it. But this, if I look at this, so this sucks and it blows, right? So this is great if like I burn something in the oven and there's some smoke and it's not all going out the flue. If there's too much, I'll put that on suck and it'll suck it away. If I get too hot, I'll put it on blow. But the problem is, if you have a look, let me show you where I am, right? Like, I think I'm about 5'8", 5'9", something like that. There's 5'11" in this van, so I can stand up. If you have a look, I've got a little bit of room, right? But I stupidly put this one just here where it kind of nudges my head. Now, when I'm making pizza, I'm not like up straight like a log. I'm kind of down like this, so it's not a problem. But one thing I wish I'd done is I'd put one here, one at the front, one at the back, like that, and I'd left this middle part. And what I could have done then is I could have had one, and you want them on, if you're going to fit roof vents in your van, have them so they're like variable speed. So I'm probably going to change this one for a variable speed one at some point. Now, I'd put one there, and that one could be variable speed on a low suck. So all of that heat, like all of the crap goes up and out the flues, right, in these ovens, but just to sort of get rid of like that heat, okay, and it will just suck up any heat that's in there, and it will take it straight out. And this one over here, I'd have that on blowing, so you'd have like this, you'd have circulation, you'd have hot air going out, cool air coming in, and it just circulating. That would be one of the things that I would do different. Like I say, there's not many things, and that's basically just one of them. That and the light switch. pretty much the only things I'd change in this van. I can't really think of anything else right now. So yeah, let's just finish up this basil and then I can show you today's special, which is an absolute banger, and we'll bake that one. I think I've actually got someone visiting me this morning. He messaged me yesterday. He's a local guy, or localish. I think he's moving to the States soon. He's got his own YouTube channel. I think he's just hit 1,000 subscribers as well. I saw that. He's on Instagram and all that. He's a private chef. His name's Neil. You may have seen him before. His name's Neil Anthony, or Anthony, whatever it is. I'm not sure. I'll find out in a minute. But he's a lovely guy, and he's an amazing chef. He travels all around the world cooking for people in all different places. He might be on like someone's private yacht. He might be like on some random island somewhere, or anything really. He does all kinds of stuff. But yeah, I'll put a link to his YouTube, and you can check him out. He's got some amazing recipes, some good content on there, and he's looking to grow it, which would be really cool. But yeah, he messaged me and said, oh, he wants to film cooking a pizza in the van, and I was like, yeah, cool, no worries. So he's coming probably in the next sort of 10-20 minutes, I think, and he wants to cook a pizza in the van. So I was like, yep, let's do it, that's fine. And he wants to film it. So he doesn't know I'm doing this right now, but this is going to be a nice little plug for him. So tell you what, here's a link to his page just up here. But yeah, I'll put it in the description at the end, so if you don't want to click that link to go off of this video, then yeah, and do us a favour, give him a subscribe. He's a nice guy and he's just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is no easy feat actually on YouTube. It's quite hard, you got to keep at it, and he's got some really good content, so check it out. I'm almost finished with the basil, and then I'm going to bake you a pizza. Little basil bits everywhere. Gosh. I love this thing. Just need to go and put the menu up. A lot of you might know from my other videos is I use magnets as my menu, because the van is steel, so I use magnets. These were printed by a friend, but you can get any local kind of like printing company that do like posters and do like banners and stuff like that. They can print these kind of things. Really cool way of having your menu up on your van, because sometimes when I'm at private events I might not want to put prices up, stuff like that, so I have prices as well. So like, you know, I'll have like, you know, 8s, 10s, stuff like that, and chilies, and you know, one chili for a spicy and a vegan one, a VE for a vegan, stuff like that. So let me go and put that out, and there you go. That is the menu on the side of the van. I'm actually going to put that one there. Got allergens one, card contactless only. I do take cash as long as it's spot on, but today we have the marinara, margarita, pepperoni. We've got the andouille, the pedla, and the salsiccia fiorelli. This one I have printed because it's like a classic, and they're my prices like that, and that is how the van looks, prepped and ready to go. Looking pretty sweet. Let's make sure my van door is locked. We are locked, yes. Right, I'm going to jump in the back and I will show you today's special. But look at that, that looks mint. Some dodgy, dirty Amazon driver has just parked up with their van, needs clean. Yeah, it's looking absolutely sweet. So let's jump in, cook a pizza. But this is the back of the AC unit. It actually vents, it sucks in air through here, and it actually vents out the top here, the warm air, and you can put like clips on there. I need to give this one a clean. I might give it a blast with the Megaflow, and if you have a look here, this is where the condensate goes. So it comes down here, and I've just clipped it down there, so just all the little condensate water comes out. But yeah, that's the back of the van. I'm going to wash my hands and then we'll bake this pizza. So and I'll show you today's special, the salsiccia fiorelli. I like this one with a little bit of fresh red chili on it. I think it absolutely makes it, but we'll just go with it as it is. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to put some fresh chili on it. I've got to figure out who to give it to. I'll find someone. Maybe the next customer that appears can have it, because I'm not eating pizza right now. So yeah, we'll see. Unless Neil comes along, he can have it and take it away with him. Because normally I give it to Carmelo, but Carmelo's not here today, the Piler Man. So, right, we are ready to go. Everything's prepped. Oven, let me turn the oven up. It's running at 430 degrees. This one's at 444, so let's just creep that up. Peel is nice and clean and ready to go. Turning peel's good. Everything's looking good. Right, I've got my Meta glasses on. That's the other thing as well, actually. Like, you know, in this world of street food, now, social media, right? It's not for everybody, okay? Like, let me just make sure my phone's on silent as well. Social media is not for everyone, right? I understand that, but it is a free tool that everybody should utilize, that runs a food business. What's up, Sam? Everybody runs a food business, should be utilizing it. It is free, it just costs you a bit of your time, and it just is a free showcase of what you do. So get out there, advertise, show what you do. Pictures, videos, everything. You know, I've taken, for example, I know like people think Facebook is dead, but it's actually like growing again, and the sort of age range of people that is probably more likely to book me for a private event are my vintage. You know, I'm 44 years old. That's the vintage that is on Facebook. You know, Facebook's getting on for like something stupid like 20 years old or something like that. I think it's about that, I don't know. But anyway, like, you know, I've taken it from about 8,000 followers to, I think I've got like 178,000 in 8 months. It has just grown. And you know what? It's monetized as well, right? It earns me money, it pays me. So every time I share content, videos, pictures, stories, stuff like that, that is actually earning me a crust, right, as it were. So like I said in one of my other videos about like making videos and getting paid and earning more from the videos than I do on the market, like that can happen, which is pretty cool. But yeah, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, push it out there. It will bring you business. It's free. Just, you know, if you're not confident behind the camera, then just do it faceless. You don't have to be on camera. That's absolutely fine. I understand not everyone's comfortable and stuff like that, but you know, you see me on the camera, you see me in the studio at Gozney and stuff like that. I'm not in my comfort zone. I can do it. I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to be on camera. But like in here, I'm in my safe space. This is me, and I can be me, and I can, you know, and it's easier for me. Like, I'm always myself on the videos, but like, it's just easier in this space just to be myself, and I talk to the camera like I'm just chatting to anyone. I don't think of it as a camera. I don't think that I'm talking to, you know, 10, 20, 100,000, whatever, million people, whatever that the video could hit. So yeah, and that's the other thing. It's wild that like that many people could be viewing and watching my videos, which it always blows my mind. But that's another story. But yeah, before Neil gets here, he might show up any minute, I'm going to bake this pizza and show you today's special. I'm going to shoot this with Meta glasses. I'm not going for speed here, so I'm going to stop the recording and start it again. It's probably going to be a slightly longer video, so you guys are getting it like this, and the Insta and stuff will take it straight from my point of view. So yeah, I'm doing a bit of both. So right, let's start these recording. Hey Meta, record a video. It's recording. How cool is that? Right, let's go. This is today's special, the salsiccia e fiorelli. Basically like a sausage and wild broccoli pizza. Absolute banger. Get the dough out. We're running today, made a bit of a mess of that, at 62% hydration. I'm loving where this dough is at the minute. Gonna get our dough ball, gonna squish it out. This is 270 grams of dough. We'll make a full-on nice big, well, some people say it wouldn't, well, it's not big, but it'll make a 12-inch pizza. So swipe away that excess flour, slam it out. Oh yeah, it's feeling nice. Dough is about 23 hours old at this point, so made it about 10 a.m. ish yesterday, 10:30. That's looking great. Right, this one is a pizza bianca, so it doesn't get any sauce. So we kick things off with a little baseline of some pecorino. I like using pecorino, sheep's milk, a little bit more punchy. And then we'll get some basil on there. Break up the leaves. I like to break up the leaves. Flavours the whole thing, and the basil's going down first. It's going to form that base layer of flavour. And then we've got our, let's go with the cheese actually. We'll go with the mozzarella. The reason I put the pecorino down, for one of the pecorino goes down first as well, is because if I pick up the wetter cheese, the wetter ingredients, the pecorino just sticks. So yeah, and as I say, this is a pizza bianca. Doesn't have any sauce on it. The cheese forms the base. That's looking banging already. And then we've got our fiorelli. This is like it's like I say, it's like a leafy green, like a broccoli, like, almost like a tender stem. It's quite leafy. You get some heads on it as well, some little like broccoli head style bits almost, and it's a beautiful green. Really nice flavour on it. Plenty of that on there. And then we got our sausage. This is a wild fennel sausage that I just pre-cooked yesterday outside on my sort of smash plate. And I've like cooked it and crumbled it, cooked it to a safe temperature, and then chilled it down. That looks banging. And I like to hit this with some fresh red chilli, so we're going to put a little bit more chilli. The fiorelli is sautéed in chilli and garlic. Hey Meta, record a video. Oh, it stopped recording. I've got to record again. Glasses are hot. It's just told me my glasses are hot, so I can't record, but never mind. We'll redo that later on. Anyway, right. So chili, fresh chili on there, and then that's ready for the oven. So get our peel. Oven is now 499 degrees on the air temp. Straight underneath it, and we're just gonna bring it to the edges. That looks absolutely banging. Like, mate, I'm gonna bring you in to check this out. Look at that pizza. That just looks beautiful. Right, we're gonna go in the oven, straight in the oven. Oh, just hold on, I've gone a little bit big on that one. Right, actually we're gonna go straight in. I don't got any olive oil out at the minute, so straight in, towards the back, straight down, and we're in. Right, this pizza should take a couple of minutes really. Won't take long. Oh no, not even a couple of minutes, like 90 seconds if that. Gonna get our peel. So this is one of my absolute favourite pizzas, this one. It's you don't miss the sauce. A lot of people say, oh, you know, pizza needs tomato sauce. You know, that's just a tomato based pizza basically. There is many other different sauces, creams and styles and different things you can do. There we go. Yeah, we're getting a nice cook. I was just using the peel just to sort of guard it a little bit, just warming up the peel. I prefer to heat up my peel. I think it slides under the pizza a little bit better. Just making sure it's dry, clean. There you go, look at that little peak. This is looking good. I turn the flame down a little bit. I'm going to turn it back up a little bit because we've dropped down a little bit of temperature. The higher that air temp, the more spring you're going to get on that dough when it hits that stone floor, and that sort of hot air temp is going to suck it up into the air as well. Getting a nice bake, man. Look at the underside of that. That is perfect. I can see that dough isn't baking up anymore. We're not getting any more rise out of it. This is a proper classic style, this one. Now I'm just going to lift it up and present it up to the flame. I'm just going to turn it up a little bit more, and this is doming. We're just presenting it up, getting the desired finish on the pizza. Making sure everything's cooked off, browning that crust, spin it around, and that's done. Mate, look at that. This pizza is a thing of beauty. Proper classic. Like, not massive rise, proper nice colour on it. Smells incredible. Let's have a look at the base of that. Look at that. Let me see, let me get that in a bit of light, because that looks stunning. Look at that. Man, that is proper. So, there you go, that is the salsiccia fiorelli one. Banger. Had to get this one out in the light to show you this, because this pizza is beautiful. Check it out. Bit of daylight on there, look at the colours. It smells incredible. He's just arrived, here he is.
Oi, oi.
Look, and he's got his dick stick.
We're set up.
There you go, he's got his setup. This is Neil. He's going to jump in the van, like I said earlier, and he's going to make a pizza. So, what do you want to do? What is it?
Just anything, man. Just anything.
Yeah? You got any normal glasses, or are you wearing the shades?
No, these are.
Oh, do they change? Do they?
Yeah,
no, they're filming.
change, yeah,
He's got
they're filming, yeah.
he's got his Meta glasses on as well.
Boom.
Meta nerds. Right. I'll jump in the van. You can jump in 1 second.
Cafe Motte in Los Angeles, and she gets a fennel sausage.
Yeah, man. So as an option, I've told a few people if they want like an ultimate meat feast one today, like I'll lay that down. It's sort of off menu special, as it were. So what is it you want to do? Do you want to just film yourself making pizza?
Well, no,
is that what it is? Or
I think
what's the plan?
I would just like to. I want to make one, but I want to sort of you to show me sort of how to do it.
You want a little lesson?
Yeah, a little lesson.
Oh, that'll be cool. Yeah, we'll record it on mine as well because I'm doing a long form YouTube today as well.
Okay, cool.
So I've given you a little plug. I wasn't going to tell you. I know. 1,005. Once you hit that 1K, it does start to like creep up. The worst thing is when you hit it and then it suddenly goes 999, and you're like, shit. Like, because the thing is as well, I always wait. Like I waited until I had like 1,050 before I went yay, because the worst thing is someone will just go, I'm going to troll him, and I'm going to unfollow just to be funny, because then you're like, damn it. So I always wait for those milestones. Like when I hit 100k, hold on a minute. Well, you know this anyway, but yeah, I got my play button today. I've had this for years, but I never bring it into the van.
Okay.
Not years, I've had it a while. But like when I hit 100, I didn't want to shout about it until I had like 1,500 or something like that, because I was like, I need to make sure it stays there.
Yeah.
That was cool. But right, let's get you in then.
Okay, cool.
Wash your hands.
This one.
Where do you want it? I mean, is it
sure?
So, if you want, I can kind of hold on to it for you a little bit, or we could. I tell you what we can do. We can do. Yeah, I often have like cameras there, which is quite good. It depends on the light. Sometimes the lighting.
I'm not too fussed about that.
Yeah, doesn't look great. Yeah. I mean, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I could always give you the content from this as well.
Should we shoot at this?
So. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Yeah, that's going to get you, because you're going to be here.
Yeah.
So we'll do one. We'll do it together. Let's get a couple of boxes ready.
I just want to make obviously some one.
What do you want? Yeah. But like, if I'm showing you, I've got to do it side by side. So what I can do is I can make, because I've got to make pizza for my family.
Okay.
So I can make one of my kids' pizzas. So what we do, we get a box, we get a liner. The liners I just keep here.
Okay.
So we just grab a liner, goes in every single box. Boxes stay there. Hand wash, little squeeze.
Nice.
Bring it towards you. And then you've got your blue roll above. Obviously, Neil
I love how organised this is, I promise you. It's a beautiful
Hello mate, how are you?
Being in an
You
organised
good?
kitchen.
Nice. Yeah, it's the sausage and broccoli one. The banger, old school, with a little bit of chilli is the don. Or I can make you a mighty meat feast where I can add sausage to a peddler, if you want me to. Like, that's off menu for private customers, that one. All right, cool.
The secret handshake.
Yeah, that's
off
it.
Menu sort of.
I'll see you then.
The secret handshake gives you extra sausage.
So Neil is fully trained. He's a fully trained chef, so he's fully trained in food hygiene and stuff like that. So I can invite people like him into the van and not worry, because I know that he has knowledge and knows all about it. So not everyone gets to do this. It's pretty cool.
Special occasion, I appreciate
special occasion, yeah. Right, what we'll do.
Yeah.
So what we got? We got the dough. The dough is it's about 23 hours old at this point.
Okay.
We're running at 62% hydration. You understand about hydration? Yeah, like 620 grams of water per kilo of flour.
I saw someone online like flavoring the actual dough itself the other day. What is your?
You can do it. You can do that. You can put. I've known people who put like rosemary oils and they put stuff in it, but you've got to do it at the end of the mix.
Yeah.
If you put
the mess with it.
Yeah. So like when you make bread, if people who put seeds in bread, you can't put it in when you're mixing.
Yeah.
Like it needs to be right at the end when it's pretty much done.
Okay.
Otherwise it rips apart the structure. But also when you're trying to form it, like in the mixer, it messes about and it mushes it all together. So it you can do flavored bread, flavored doughs, stuff like that. It's
That's just flour or semolina.
So this is the semolina rimancinata.
Okay.
It's fine grade, semolina flour, durum wheat. A lot of people are always like, oh, you're using cornmeal. It's not corn. It is wheat. I like this one because it's a little bit heavier than like if I was to use the 00 or a 0 grade. This is just a little.
It burns. Does it burn the bottom as well? Or not?
So flour will, if you have too much
thing,
excess, it will burn at high temperatures. But also it just doesn't leave as much of a mess in the van.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do? Right.
Yeah,
you want to just get a little bit on.
Yeah.
follow the lines, like down the side of the dough, and you just want to cut out like that. Get this one, cut the line, follow the lines. This one, you can give it a little push away. Make sure that there's an indent on here. Make sure that you've got the side of the indents. This side of the peel is smoother. Just get underneath it. You can lift it up and then straight up. See, I didn't quite cut that out. I left a little bit. Go upside down. Upside down. All right. So you get yours. I could give you some flour there.
So indent towards me.
Yep, that's always best. That's it.
Follow the line.
Your glasses might overheat in here. Mine stopped recording halfway through and it didn't like it. So yeah, cut it out. That's it. Yeah, really cut it. Go side to side, like right there. We go. That's it. That's it. And then make sure you get down this edge as well, because it would have stuck to that. Well. And then get underneath it. Let's make sure I get the ovens at the right temperatures. Yeah, we're looking good. That's it. And then a little bit of flour under there, and then sort of
get you press it and then the whole thing.
No. It's all right. Yeah. Just what you don't want to do is fold the dough underneath itself. So I've spent. There you go. Then flip it upside down. So I've spent like
That's quite a clean cut there.
That's really nice. Yeah, you did well. Better than mine. Just chuck that on there. So I've spent best part of 23 hours. You see the little bubbles in it and the fermentation. I've spent so long letting this dough relax. This was balled up at like 8 o'clock last night, so it's been in room temperature, really, really chilling out. What you don't want to do, and you probably know this, is if we mess with it too much, you're going to rebuild the gluten structure, and it's going to start to fight you. It's going to start to like go tense up again. So what you want to do, yours has come out slightly square because obviously they've met. Best thing for you to do now is just get a little bit of flour and just use your hands and just bring, but without
flip it over?
not yet. So look, just like that, and look at that. You've instantly gone into a round. Now flip it over. So now flip it over. That's it. So back into a round. Start with something that's round. You're probably going to end up with something that's round. What I like to do when I'm teaching people is think of a little smiley face. 3 fingers from each hand, and you want to start sort of towards the bottom middle and just push till you get about a finger's width of crust. Don't be afraid. You're not. Really sort of make sure. Like, see my fingers. It's less fingertips. It's more kind of like all this part of my finger. I'm kind of pushing out. When you get to this point, I sort of splay my little fingers out slightly to help the. There you go. Now we've worked one way, we need to work the other. A lot of pizza makers will flip the dough over, but because we turned it upside down into the flour, we've got enough flour on the top. I don't want to force any more flour into the top of the pizza that we're going to eat. So what I like to do is I just pick it up onto my hand and spin it round. Perfect. Right, now we're working from the bottom, which was the top. Same again, and then bring it down to the middle, and then up again, and splay it out.
So mine's really got a bit of a weird.
So what it's fine. So what we do, any little bubbles that appear like that.
Bubble, then it's gone.
Yeah. So what you can do is you can use at this point your hand, your other hand, to just push up against and sort of form that crust. So like where it's a little bit uneven, just kind of push it like this.
See, the one thing you're always afraid of is obviously pressing it too much. Pushing all the air.
No. I mean, there's so much in here anyway. You can see it here. You can see it here. You're not going to get rid of it all. And mine's more of a classic Neapolitan anyway. We're not looking for like that big pizza canotto, big fluffy crust. Right. Do you want to do the slappy slap?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So, are you right-handed?
Right-handed.
Perfect. Right. So, what we're going to do. Don't do it yet, but we're going to have a right hand in here. So you want to get it to the size of you can fit your fan in it pretty much. You've got quite big hands. Perfect. Right, at this point, what we're going to do, without pinching the crust, you're going to go thumb just over, fingers over. So you've got your 3 fingers there, and we're just going to turn our hand over, bringing the dough with it. And this point is going to go to my wrist. So, and I'm just lifting it, just holding it there. That's it. Swipe away, up top, all this excess. So you've got all that excess flour. We want to get rid of that. Okay, so don't do it yet, just wait. Left hand 90 degrees. Right, don't do it, just wait. Right, slam. Leaving that hand there, that hand slams down. Don't worry if this bit flicks over, because when you flick it back, because we're just where we started. Okay, so that bit is now going to go to my wrist. So back over again, slam. And you just give it a little pull. And it's just slam. And you see that bit's folding over, but when I pick it up, and I'm just doing that, and then you're done.
You get that real sort of.
So that's it. So well, hold on. So right, leave that hand there.
Hey, mate, over here.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go. I got it. Stop.
I was doing it. Yeah, go on. Yeah, slam. Hold that there.
Yeah.
Little thumb comes across. No, that hand stays there.
Oh,
right.
keep the
So
slam.
then you just give it a little tug, and then you back to where you start. So you turn it over.
Like this again.
Back on the wrist. Yeah. No. And then that hand, this hand always resets. So your left hand resets. Left hand to catch it.
So left hand catches.
Yep. So straight onto your right. Yep. Turn it over.
So like this.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. And then put that left hand there. There you go. No. Keep that hand like this, and turn it over with it. So like this. Like that. Banging. Perfect.
Close enough.
Yeah, no, that's good. what you want, and the reason this technique is quite good is because it gives you a nice even base.
Yeah.
You hopefully when you get like faster and stuff, it just becomes like this, and you don't get like a thin spot.
Yeah.
These little bubbles, we're just going to get rid of those. Yeah, because So what's going to happen? They're going to balloon up into like big black blisters, and they're going to become bitter and unsavoury. So. My little boy wanted a cheese and pepperoni, so I'm going to go cheese.
How was the cheeseburger pizza the other day?
Oh, that thing absolutely slaps. The cheeseburger one, it kills the purists, but
yeah, of course,
it's fine. You've got to do these things every now and again. So my little boy, he loves just straight up cheese and pepperoni, so I'm going to do that. But let me show. So I'll do this one.
Glasses are too hot.
They're too hot, yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, they don't like it in here, man. You've got to leave them somewhere cool for a bit.
Okay.
They really don't like the heat. So, right, I've got mine done. We'll do yours in a sec.
Cool.
Peel. Nice 30 centimetre pro peel.
Yeah.
Like this will, if your pizza goes off, it's going to come off. If it goes on, it's going to come off. Okay, we've got enough flour. You see this, and there's a little bit of excess, but the rest of it's going to slip through.
Yeah.
What you can do is just grab an edge and just pull it on. Keep it nice and loose, nice and relaxed.
But then you always do that.
And then get underneath, a little stretch. The reason we don't go to the full size of the peel in the first stretch is the pizza's going to be too thin to try and get it on there.
Okay.
And you're more likely to like mess it up.
Yeah.
And we're just going to stretch it to the limit. So this is our little point. Reassess the damage of sliding it on, or if we need to put anything anywhere else. A little bit extra cheese here. Like that. And then when it goes to the oven, we just look, see it's flopping out. That's fine. I don't mind. I sort of overstretch a little bit with the oven. Right, we're going to go straight in. Right, and this is where you can't hesitate. Yeah. So you're going to go straight in, straight down, and straight out. Yeah. Get that aim. Yeah. What we don't want to do when we pick up your base, what you don't want to do when you're launching it is do this. Right, you want to be like on like that, and then edge out. Yeah. If you do this motion.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, once it's you see it's oblonged a little bit. It's going to riffle up. Okay. So we want to just be quite careful of that. But let's yours can sit there for a while. Yeah. Right. Spinning the pizza.
The other wheel.
Spinning the pizza. This is the turning peel. Yeah. And if you have a look, see it's raising on the left hand side. We're getting a nice bit of rise there, nice bit of colour. I'm just going to give it a little peek. I can leave it alone a little bit longer now. Yeah. You see that? That was just to assess where we're at with the base. I'm going to use the peel just to guard it, to let it sit on that stone a little bit longer. And you see it's rising all the way around now. So what I'm doing, I'm blocking the flame from cooking that side. Yeah. So I know now I can go in, and I've safely not going to rip it. And I can go in for the first turn, put it back in exactly the same spot. And you have a look, that side's not cooked as much, because it is going to be cooler on that side of the stone. Cool. Because this is the deck temperature, that's the air temperature, and it's measuring the deck temperature about here on the core. So now look, I'm colouring that side, back in, tilt one side down, bring it towards me and push it back in. Well, I've got caught a little edge there, but that's fine. So now at this point...
What's your optimum cooking time on a pizza?
I cook in about 80 seconds. So now what I'm doing is I'm picking it up, I'm just assessing, getting a nice, but now I know it's baked, I'm just spinning it, tilting one side down, bringing it towards me, pushing it back in, making sure I'm getting the required colour on all the crust, make sure the cheese is melting, and we're done. Wow. And that's it. Bang. So this is my little boy's cheese and pepperoni. We want this colour all the way round. See, that was a little bit of that dough explosion. That's fine.
I like that. That's the thing. I think it's a personal thing.
Yeah. So when it comes to spinning the pizza, I'll show you. Pretend this is the edge of the oven. Yeah. what we're looking to do is you're tilting one side down, you're bringing it to, there's a little edge there.
Yeah.
You're bringing it, tilting one side, bringing it towards you, putting it back in.
Okay.
It's this motion, it's literally this motion.
Okay.
So one side down, and that's going to grip the stone. Just pull towards you and try and keep the peel over to the left-hand side. Let's see, I'll call that little edge there.
Yeah.
Try and keep it on the left-hand side because it goes from left-hand side to middle. So left, back into the middle. Tilt down. So tilt down. So it's this motion. This is a really good thing to practice. Hello, mate.
Right.
Right.
When you are about 100 million times.
when you're at home, and you're not using like I'll be with you in a sec, boss. Well, give us a minute. When you're at home and you're not using like, you know, you've cooked a pizza. That's the best time to try it with a cooked base.
Okay.
Because you're not going to mess it up.
Yeah.
All right. Right. What do you want to do with yours? Do you want to go saucy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay,
a little
cool.
Bit. I'm
Right.
gonna go a little bit.
Right, so 1 spoon of this is about 80 grams.
Okay, yeah,
so
just
to get a nice
like that, yeah.
spoon. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I sort of kind of go a little bit fuller, but that's fine.
I like to be quite light on there.
Okay, cool.
How far do you go? Sort of
Yeah. So just see where it's just starting to rise up. Just go to that edge, basically. So just push it to that. There we go.
Sort of just like that, yeah.
Yeah, nice. That's just tomatoes and salt. So we got our pecorino. You might want to start. Usually I'll try and start with that, because otherwise if you pick up a wet ingredient, that sticks to your fingers. So, and this is your base layer. You know, we're building flavour.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. This is quite salty. It's going to have a nice little umami sort of salty punch to it, which I hate that word, but yeah. And then I normally lay down my basil. It's up to you if you want to go early or late with the basil or both.
I'm gonna
So
go with the sausage first. And then I'm the same. I also like to sort of pop the basil underneath, because that basil obviously catches and burns at super high heat.
Yeah, so you assemble a pizza in order in which the toppings essentially burn their burn rate. Yeah. So like cheese goes on, you know, because cheese like that, and then if you would the meat, I kind of put it on last though, because I want the meat to get
sort of crispy.
And also just to make sure it reheats in the oven. If it's on top, the flame's going to be licking it. You're going to make sure you're getting that heat in there. Cheese. Yeah, cool.
What sort of cheese is this?
So this is Fratelli Amadeo Fior di Latte mozzarella. Comes from a place in Somerset. So this has been cut and drained overnight.
Okay.
It's a fresh cheese. It's made it's got minimal food miles. The cows are milked literally 3 miles down the road.
Yeah.
Banging stuff. Do you just go in sausage and mozz, or do you want to?
I'm just gonna go with that, man.
Yeah, cool.
I mean,
all right.
I wouldn't. Do you ever drizzle oil on now, or do you ever always at the end?
Yeah, meaty pizzas, generally, you can put a little oil on it now. It's up to you. So some pizzas are oil at the end, some pizzas are oil at the start. So, what can I get you, boss?
No, that's all right. I just want to have a quick chat.
All right, cool.
I couldn't come last week. I thought, if you're busy, don't worry.
Yeah, it's all right. Give us 5 minutes. Let me just get rid of Neil, and then I'll chat to you.
Busy day.
Yeah.
Busy day at the
So
shop.
peel. Right. So this pizza's.
So you make it look so easy.
So this pizza's sat here for
sometimes
quite a
I make
while.
it on the peel.
Yeah. So if you make it on a peel, wooden peel, that's fine.
Yeah.
A metal peel, you're more likely to. The minute it goes on that metal peel, you know, if your peel's hot, it's going to start to stick.
Yeah.
If you're out in the sun and your stuff's warm, it's going to start to stick. Like if your peel's too cold, it might start to stick. So you want optimum. Keep it in the shade. Keep it cool. Keep it dry.
All the little idiosyncrasies that go into it.
Build on wood. Build on wood. If you've got wooden peel, then scoop it up. Stuff like that. But you know, look, I'm putting a little bit of pressure down. It's got this nice tapered edge. Straight on, and then bring it towards you, and then in. And then when I'm doing, it's kind of like.
It's all about the strength of the dough as well, because I've done it with less strength.
So I'm going to put my hand there so you don't whack it into the thing. So just a little edge on that. There you go. Look, it's going on. Go on, be brave. That's it. And then bring it towards.
Oh, there you go.
Nice. Yeah. Bang in. There you go. Right, and then we put it on here, and what you're going to do, you're going to get your thumbs across. Don't worry, you're not going to pinch this. We're being very light.
Yeah.
3 fingers, and it's crabbing it like that. Okay, so I've done that way,
the edge,
and then you go that way, and then you do the other edges.
So you just sort of
crab it.
bang.
That's
like
it.
That.
And then just take it. The beauty of using the round peel is we can taper it to the edge of the peel.
Yeah.
So you bring it all the way, and you can just pinch it out, and you just basically. I mean, that's perfect. You know, and then you can just run your finger around the edge like that. and make sure you're on there. Now, like I say, this is your little point. Assess.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't have too many toppings, that's when. Have you ever had a pizza balloon up in the oven?
I have seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it can happen when you've gone too light on the topping, stuff like that. But that's looking perfect.
Cool.
Ergonomically, this oven's best. So just go straight in.
On there, innit?
Straight in, and don't mess around. Straight in. Nice. So right. So you see what you did?
Far back, yeah.
So no, not far back. What you did is you went like that, and you see it's oblonged a little bit. It's sprung. So you've got it round. You got to think magician, like pulling off a blanket, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's fine. Right, hold on. Let me just clean that down a little bit. It's a little bit on it. Other things important: keep your peel nice and dry and clean.
Yeah.
So what we're doing, I'll just have a look at the first bait. Yeah, we're looking good. So you're up. Don't make a mess of my oven. Pressure's on. Pressure is on.
So you want to?
Let's bring you in. Let me bring you in with your camera. I'm flipping it round. There we go. That's it. That's it. So get underneath it. That's it. Just try not to hop it, because you could rip it quite easily. So just tilt one down. That's it. That's it. Tilt one edge. Lift up that left-hand side. No, on the left. Go to the left of it. That's it. Tilt it down and bring it towards you and back it. There we go. That's it. That's it. Nice, dude. You're looking great, mate. That's looking great. So just leave it alone. Have a little peek. Have a little peekaboo on the underside. Just tilt it up a little bit. Yeah, that's looking great. Right. Leave it alone for a sec. See, everything's bubbling. You're getting a nice cook on it. Right, now get underneath it again. It needs another little quarter turn. That's it. There you go. Try not to hop it around. Try and be a little bit more fluid with it, okay? Relax your shoulders a little bit. That's it. Go. There you go. That's it, mate. Natural. So now you're getting to the point where there's no more rise in the dough. It's just about colouring it. So now lift it up from the base, from the stone. Right, and then tilt it round. Do the same again. Hop it round, keep moving it. I'd say you're getting to a point where you're pretty much done. Just finishing it off. Yeah, it's time to exit. Yeah. Your box is ready to go. Look at that,
mate.
What?
Oh, you alright?
Mate, that looks absolutely solid.
Whew. Stressful as shit.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. Let me just flip this back round. Hello. There we go. Right. Hello. Let's assess the damage. Mate, not bad. Look at that.
Look at that. You got a good teacher, mate. That's the most important thing.
Look what he did. That looks absolutely awesome, mate. Right, so you see what I see about the shape?
Yeah.
So look, we're 12 inch that way, but that way we're not. We're like we've lost an inch. Yeah. But apart from that, you got a nice coloration all the way around. Like it's crispy out the oven. Base check, mate. That's banging, mate.
Proper gear.
Well done. Here, I'm going to show you. Hold on, let me bring this one in. Right, let's just look at that. Well, I'd sell that. Totally, I'd sell that. Yeah. That looks banging, yeah.
What are your views on the cutting? Sometimes the beauty is in the imperfection, mate.
That's it. That's it. That's why I'm so good. Well, yeah, there you go. Right, that was Neil. Give him a follow. Like I say, there will be a link in the description. I put a link down earlier, so he's just hit 1,000 subscribers.
When I hit 100,000, I'll come back.
There you go. Yeah. He might bring me a steak or something, hopefully, yeah. Right, thank you. Just trying to think if there's anything else that's like a must-have. You know, the magnetic menu, as you can see, like my ceiling is covered in like other magnets and stuff like that, and that is actually something that I think is pretty cool. Like I've got loads of little magnets, little like ones that I can use to like pin things to the side of the van. So you know, another thing, this thing's magnetic. This is actually my air quality. This is my CO2 meter. This is like, you know, checking the air quality within the vehicle, and keeps me, you know, right now I'm in the green. I'm in the green zone, which is great. And that was just magnetized. That's got a magnet as well, so I can just magnetize it to the top. Things like, you know, mounts, magnetic mounts. Like I've got a phone mount here. like this. This is a MagSafe phone mount. It's just like chucked in there, so I can just put my phone up here if I need to like shoot some video, stuff like that. The camera I'm using right now, it has like a magnetic back to it, so you know, I'm just magnetizing you up here, which means that I don't have to figure out where to put it and stuff like that. It can just do that. And that's the other thing, cameras, man, like I said earlier about social media, like you can shoot everything on your phone, that's all cool, but like if you want to do long form, short form, stuff like that, do stuff at the same time, there's so many options. I'm using a Osmo Pocket 3 at the minute, which is really cool. As I move around, you know, it's tracking me everywhere I go. It's nice and smooth, so it stays with me, which is really cool. Like I've got my Meta glasses, you've all seen them, they're basically the same as these, they're just in here at the minute chilling out. I've got a 360 degree camera. Again, this thing, Insta360 X5, this thing's absolutely amazing. This is the one that when you see the videos of me and it's moving around and following me, and the cool thing is about this one has a magnetic mount as well, so I can just stick it somewhere, hit record, and essentially it will just video, and then I can edit it afterwards. So this thing, absolutely wild. I can just have it there, and that is going to be like, I can zoom in, I can zoom out. This thing shoots in 8K as well, so you can really crop in. It does, you know, one video is doing you portrait and landscape at the same time, essentially, because it's recording 360 degrees everywhere. Really, really, really cool bit of kit. Absolutely love that, and that one just lives in this little case, or you can have it on a selfie stick, you can put it on a tripod, you can do all sorts. That one is really cool. I've also got down here somewhere the Go 3S. This one is awesome. So this is the Insta360 Go 3S. Nice little compact camera. Really cool bit of kit. Like this one, you can lift the screen up and you can view what you're doing, and also this little camera comes out, and again it is magnetic. You can chuck it up here, so I can put it up there, I can record some top down stuff. You can get like this little pendant magnet, you put it around your neck underneath your shirt, you can clip it to that. You can get a clip that you clip it to a hat. This thing is awesome. Let me see if it's charged up. Actually, I don't even know if it's charged up. Yeah, it's just turned on. So check this out, it's just connected, and that's the top down view of what it's seeing there. Yeah, it's got like, this has got 16%, no, the camera's got 16%, no, this has got, and the camera's got 53, so I can point it like this, and now it's doing like portrait, and it can go portrait or landscape, so depending on how you want to view it, it will do whatever you want. Let's see that, it's flipping the screen. Pretty damn cool bit of kit. So actually, I'm actually going to place that up there and just make sure it's doing portrait. Yeah, so I might use this for like a reel, and I can look at the screen, I can put the screen there, and I can sort of figure out what I'm shooting. It's shooting in 4K 30, it's looking good. That's a really good, it's actually a really good spot for it, so I can make a pizza and I can do some top down. So yeah, camera stuff, I like, can't have enough. Anyway, I've got some customers. Fellas,
Hello.
Sorry, I was just waffling to
That's right.
the camera there about cameras and stuff like that. Yeah, what's it going to be?
We'll have pepperoni, please.
Excellent, just the one. Yeah, just here on a Wednesday. That's enough for me. 11:17. We are on our next tray. Got margarita in the oven, another one being prepared. Dough is feeling amazing and baking an amazing pizza. Just check that out. Beautiful. Gone in the left-hand oven today for this one. I just baked one in the right-hand one. The right one's, the reason I've used the right one more, so you see it more in videos, is it's just a little bit more ergonomic, just to use, just the way I stand in the vehicle. Beautiful. I do like this one though. This one looks nicer in the videos probably because it gets a little bit more of the natural sunlight coming in through the hatch. Maybe I should switch it up, use this one a little bit more. It does look nice. Just whack that flame up a bit. Just finishing this one off. A little spin round and we're done. Look at that. Banging. Look at that, man. Beauty. Pizza was beautiful. Just watched the dude open. Oh man, I love that. He's just opened the box and he's like nodding. He's like, yeah, looking at the pizza. Oh mate, that's awesome. Right, love seeing stuff like that.
Nice. On YouTube.
Does it? Yeah, yeah, they're quite small vehicles, but yeah, it's the amount of people. Pretty much every week, someone will say, "Oh, you know, it's not how big as it looks." But yeah, it's compact, man.
Yeah, I live in Manchester, but I was working in Welling yesterday.
Oh, okay, cool.
Top across.
Nice. Right. We've got peddler with sausage in. This is a peddler. It's 11:55. We are almost 2 trays in, so I know it's going to be a good day. That peddler with goodies.
Yeah.
Do you want a bit of fresh chilli on this one? Really nice with a bit of chilli.
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit. It's really on it.
Just do it.
I love a bit of chilli on this one, so it works really well. So how's Switzerland?
Beautiful.
Yeah?
Like always. If you have a second.
Yeah, yeah.
Sign it, please.
Where?
Come on.
Where though? On here?
Yeah, sure.
But it was gonna. Surely it will come off.
No, it won't.
Oh, you've tried it already. He wants me to sign. He's brought one of these with him, and he wants me to sign it.
Oh my God.
You know, I'm just a child. I'm just going to draw a massive penis on it.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Yeah, that's fine.
Do whatever you want.
No, I won't. It's fine. Oh, mate.
Oh, come on.
Carl, see you later.
If somebody sees me, what he's doing with the spatula is bringing all over here.
Give me a minute and I'll do it.
Yeah,
and I'll have to wash my hands.
just
1
take your
second.
time.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's my favourite spatula. I've got 3 of them in the same one in here today. I've got one there. I've got a clean one down there.
Because that one that I have when I want to lift the dough, it's.
You know what? The best thing about that is you can use it for everything.
Yeah.
Not like I use it as my burger flipper.
Yeah.
I use it.
But it's
You can cut cheese with it. You can smash garlic. You can do everything. It's not just a one tool. It's
Yeah.
because a lot of them they're too flexible. They're not flexible enough. The head's too. That one is just
That's perfect.
it's
So, yeah.
pretty much spot on.
I'm
So
gonna try it out in 1 month. Yeah.
nice.
The friarelli, you did it in you just garlic and olive oil.
So this one actually, I can't get it fresh. This one comes. It's a jar. It's in a jar,
That's
but it's a
already
really
jarred.
good one.
Yeah.
This
So
one's
you
like
can
a
take it out, it's- yeah.
really high end one.
Perfect.
I love this. I love this.
Italian origin, so.
Oh, nice.
friarelli.
Well, you're not that far as well, are you? So,
Yeah. Come on.
oh, this is going to be really hard. Right, my battery died, and then I turned it back on, and I ran out of SD card. It filled up, so it's pretty much the end of the day. It is now 20 past 2, and I have 2 left to sell because I need to make my wife and my other child's pizza. I made one of them earlier, so I've only got 2 left to sell. It's been a pretty good day. Yeah, sun is still shining, lots of happy people, and I mean, look, I'm almost done, and it's like 20 past 2. So at one point I thought we were going to like absolutely slam through it, but then it kind of slowed right down at about 1:45. Hold on 1 second. Gentleman just come and he spotted the EcoFlow, so he's asked me about it. But yeah,
they're cool.
yeah. So have you got the 3? Did you say?
I've got the 3, mate.
How, what, with the battery as well?
No, I didn't get the battery. I need to get. I should have done, but I didn't.
Okay.
I will do.
They're bloody expensive, the
Yeah,
batteries
that's the
though.
thing,
They're
I should have
crazy
done.
money.
Yeah, I could have got the 2 battery.
Are they interchangeable? Does the 2?
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
3
really?
fit, so I should have got the 2.
Okay.
I didn't, 'cause
You'd probably be able to pick one up pretty second hand, pretty cheap. I mean, I've been running it off the battery most of the day, and it probably dropped to about 40%, and I turned it on and plugged it in just to juice it up from the van.
Yeah.
But it's just flooding me with nice cold air.
you need it in here.
It's great, absolutely great. What are you using it for? Like camper van?
Transport a camper van.
Nice. It's quite bulky though.
It is, but it fits in the footwell.
Yeah.
And then I've made the vents
For the-
foam to vent
yep.
out the side window. So it works.
What are you doing with the condensates? This one, has it actually been? It probably has been.
I just collect that into a pot.
Into a pot.
Into the footwell.
Because you know it collects in the bottom of the unit.
Yeah.
You're best off having it tilted a little bit, and then it drains out better.
They're pretty cool, mate, aren't they?
Yeah, I had the Zero Breeze before this, you see. Much better. It's twice as powerful. The Zero Breeze was like 1.7 BTUs or something, 170. This is like 2,300 or something, I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely better. But
I don't know what difference
it sucks more power, put it that way. But
yeah, I mean, you've had this a while, I take it.
the 2, yeah, I used it all last year. I'm a year, probably almost 2 years into having that one, and it's still going. It's the first outing for it this season, so yeah, very cool.
I'll let you know.
Nice
Take
one.
care, mate.
Cheers,
Thanks,
bye.
mate.
See that one, 525, 2 up, 456, bang on. This one's perfect. Can actually launch this up a little bit. That one, I'm going to put the temperature down. Almost done.
I rate this because it is one of those stone
That. Banging. Just quickly before I scrape these trays as well, a couple of safety things. These are like non-negotiables. Fire blanket, there's one behind me, must have one of them, and a fire extinguisher. I've got one down there in the corner, I can easily access it. Make sure that it's fully certified and all good, but they are things that every street food, anyone who's playing with fire should have anyway, so make sure you get those as well. All right. Right, we're done. I'm going to turn off my fridge. I'm going to shut down, I'm going to turn off this oven because that one's already off. Last customer wanted something, just said, what's your meatiest pizza? So I gave him like my mighty meaty peddling special with all the stuff on it, which was quite nice. So I can clean up now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue to scrape all these trays. I'm going to get rid of the bulk of everything, start spraying stuff down, like taking all my cutters, putting them in my tub like that. Anything I don't need, spoon, can go in my like waste thing that I'm going to take away and clean, and scrape the trays, and then I'll get to showing you my thing. Right, so I've cleaned down all of this surfaces here, done all my dough trays, cleaned all under there, I've cleaned all of this, it's all nice and shiny, but the floor is still a bit of a mess. If you have a look down there, got a little bit of dustiness, stuff like that. So what we're going to do, black door is open, and we're going to blast it out. Now, I had to sweep up first because I'm not allowed to like blast loads of like flour and just everything everywhere, but this thing is an absolute monster. Like I'm going to blast out like the AC unit, check it out. Oh, okay, loads of flour just came blasting out the back of it. Let me see if I can do that again. Watch this. No. Oh, yeah, big puff just came out the back. There we go. Absolutely love this thing. MF200 if you want to get one. Link is in the description. I'll be using this loads. I'm going to show you loads of things that I can do with it, with the barbecue and stuff like that, and cleaning and stuff like that. But yeah, really cool bit of kit. Wolfbox MF200. Right, that's it, all cleaned up. Just need to pack everything away, make sure I bungee cord everything, like I said earlier, make sure I put all my clips away, everything like that, and then I can bust a move out here. What time is it? It is, let's have a look, 3:20, so not bad. Like, yeah, pretty much finished up. I mean, I sold my last pizza about, I don't know, half hour ago, if that, something like that, and I'm fully cleaned down, and I've been doing a bit of videoing and a bit of chatting and stuff like that, so that's pretty good. But if you've enjoyed this video, please don't remember to give it a subscribe and make sure you like it, hype it if you like it as well. And if you want to watch the video all about the Wolfbox G850 and the G900 Pro that I fit in my camper van, then check the video out. It is just